Hi Sagittarius, Sun, Moon and Rising, welcome to your reading. We will see how your month of October looks like for you. Make sure to check your Sun, Moon and Rising signs so you get the complete overview of what's going on. And also check the astrology so you know what's going on in the skies and how the planets are interacting with one another so you can flow with it much easier. Okay, so we have the Queen of Cups coming up first. Then we have Ace of Pentacles. And we have Eight of Wands, okay. We have Judgment, my goodness. Okay, so Scorpio is in your 12th house and we have an eclipse in Scorpio on 25th of October. So that can be quite a spiritually connecting and liberating time as well. There could be some spiritual answers that come through. You might be connecting with your spirit and or higher self. Your guides could be coming forward to give you some messages because Eight of Wands does indicate some communication that comes through. And Queen of Cups is very highly attuned to her own higher self. She is highly emotionally and spiritually mature and attuned with herself. Same goes with the Judgment. It's so much like unleash yourself, free yourself and just open yourself up to a whole new beginning. And yeah, speaking of liberation with the Eight of Cups as well, you're leaving behind emotional attachments that are simply not working for your favor. And you're leaving that behind to move towards something that is even more enlivening and enlightening. Also, Judgment can indicate some sort of enlightenment or awareness coming into your being here. There is a lightening up of load that kind of allows you to set new foundations and makes room for new growth in your life. Okay, then we have Gratitude again. We have Follow Through. Loving all the green, by the way, as that corresponds with the heart chakra. So your heart is balancing out, it is opening, you're inviting new love, you're allowing love to flow through you as well. There is a healthy sense of boundary as well, I'm feeling. It's kind of recognizing what you are. It's kind of that spiritual essence is sort of like that, right? It's hard to describe, especially when it's taking place in the 12th house. It's hard to describe, but it is so true and profound for each and every individual. So that's insane. That's coming through. You're very grateful for all the insights that you're getting, all the conversations you might have. Some of you could be connecting with your mother figure or a water sign, Cancer, Pisces and Scorpio, who can bring you these communications of valuable insights as well. And it is up to you to find the resonance within. So the conversation you have might leave a very profound mark, and that gets you sort of thinking, and then it is up to you to follow through with that, because Ace of Pentacles is an opportunity that comes to you, but then it is up to the individual to see how far they follow through with that. Okay, then we have the Good Kind, which is always nice to see. And we also have Sacred Mirrors. Yeah, again, that partnership sort of thing coming up. Not necessarily with another person. It can also be seeing yourself in a mirror. And that mirror could be literally another person, or it could be a mirror. Yeah, it talks about just seeing how projections have led to certain circumstances or outcomes in life. We have card number 33 as well, which indicates spirit guides are near and that you will be receiving some communication that sparks a certain thought process. It can also be your subconscious kind of giving you certain insights. So meditation, you might feel very drawn to meditate, by the way, at this time. You might feel like you need a sort of break and a relaxation from everyday activities and chaos or whatever, just the general busyness. You might really want to slow down and reconnect with yourself, and that's when you get so many new insights here, and there could be new ideas that come to you as well that kind of inspire you. If you're in some creative field, then this is also talking about the burst of inspiration that comes to you, and also you have enough clarity to follow through with the ideas that come through, because it's very resonant with who you are. It's very authentic to what you're wanting to express. Then we have synchronous rotation. The parts that you have not seen before of yourself, that is something that could be coming up. So 12th house does have a similar vibe to the 8th house, not exactly, but it has that similar vibe. It's unseen and not understood. You can't really define it because you don't really get it. It's that vibe, okay? It's just a feeling. It's super abstract. So with synchronous rotation, this is like the far side of the moon that we don't really see ever. That's how, like, even though it is constantly rotating and revolving around the earth, we still somehow see that one side of it. So the other side is kind of veiled and mysterious and all of that, but it still is part of that greater whole, and that's what makes it a, you know, a planet, sort of, not a planet, but a satellite, right? But it is an entity in itself. Yeah. So this here is talking about how the things that we don't consciously notice also make part of you. And the more you recognize that, the more you're able to appreciate yourself and the journey that you're on. 8 and 8 indicates prosperity coming through and unlimited potential shining through as well. And the 12th house is about limitlessness of things. There is no boundary in that house. It's about the abstract. It's a spirit which is not constrained in the body and can float in multiple dimensions at the same time. So there could be, for some people, kind of insights from past lives as well. Depends how deep you go in meditation and what type of meditation you want to be doing, but it is definitely possible. So if you want, this is a time to take advantage of it. Okay, then we have collapse. And we have stratopause. Yeah, the stratopause here is talking about transition, sort of similar to the 8 of Cups. So I'm going to put it right next to it. So in this transition state, it's sort of you've left something behind and you're moving towards something new, but you're not there yet, but you definitely don't belong in the past. So you're somewhere in between, and in that between stage, it can feel unknown and a little bit chaotic. It's easy to misunderstand the situations that happen at that time. But with the collapse here, it feels like everything kind of comes together very quickly for you. And you're able to, like, at first you don't know, but then as soon as you start following through with that and asking the right questions or meeting the right people, talking with the right contacts, then things become clearer as you continue on your journey. What else? Let me get this book here because I'm curious about collapse here. Yeah, it talks about culmination. Yeah, so the way that things have been operating before is just coming to an end here. For some people, it can be like the end of a previous project or a cycle, and now you're kind of thinking of, okay, what do I do now? And what new ways can I channel my energy here? What would inspire me enough that I'm able to follow through? Sagittarius is a mutable sign, so it can struggle to find one thing that it is super passionate about. It is more interested in learning different types of things and getting more and more perspectives and knowledge in that area. There is a continuous quest towards something, definitely, but it's not about drilling down and kind of incisively looking into one particular topic, right? So you're looking for that next passion, because without that, let me see, Sagittarius is represented by the bow and arrow, right? So you don't have the arrow. What are you pointing towards? That becomes the question, right? Yes, okay. Clear enough, I suppose. So what are you orienting yourself towards? What's the truth you're looking for? And Sagittarius is all about looking for that truth, okay? You're discovering your own personal truth, your belief system. You're finding more clarity in that regard. The good kind here is you're feeling very good in this month here. There are some new opportunities in the horizon. There's some new movement and space for new feelings and growth as well. So you're very thankful for what's coming towards you. And you're also, I feel like you're happy with the things that are finishing off as well. Does not have to be like a literal thing that ends. It could, because in the 12th house it's mostly very personal. It could be a personal cycle that is shifting out, and that is having a domino effect in the other areas of life. Sometimes we undersell the 12th house, okay, but it's actually the most powerful because that houses the entire spirit, and the other houses are kind of how the spirit in our body in this current life, based on our cultures and the background, is going to react regarding money and speech and school and home and so on, right? So that is already too many restrictions and limitations on our form of expression, and that has its own purposes, of course. That's why we choose a certain body and a certain life, but there's a lot more wisdom to be gained from the 12th house. So we need to adopt the Piscean method of going with the flow, finding harmony in what is, and meditating, turning to the subtle body, turning to not factual guidance, okay? And we also have to pay attention to our dreams. Queen of Cups especially, paying attention to the dreams is going to bring you some important messages here. Okay, next we have Enlightenment. Okay, no mud, no lotus. Yes. Then we have Grace and Sweetness. Then we have Gratitude. This has been coming up quite often, and you also have Gratitude here as well. I think Taurus had this too. I can't remember now. Or Gemini, not sure. But someone had both of these cards. But regardless, that's coming up quite often for a lot of people. Okay, then we have Determination and Creative Achievement. Yep, that determination is definitely there because, like I said, it's not the forefront, but it is something that's happening because there is a clarity in what you are doing, what you're wanting to achieve, and so on. Gratitude is, being thankful. Grace is kind of that healing effect, letting yourself take some moment to pause and rest and appreciate the little things in life. That is kind of a very wonderful way of loving yourself and also healing yourself from any hectic schedules you might have had, or any just basically kind of melting away the external life in order to pay attention to the inner world that could come to the forefront for you guys. Okay, then your moon card, we have, oh nice, we have Dream. So yeah, we did talk about that there. Once again, I will mention there could be some deep symbolism that comes through, some numbers you might see, certain feelings could be very noteworthy, some symbols that just stand out, and they will stand out because either they're really weird and you can't help but remember it when you wake up, or it is a symbol that you recognize from waking life and is being echoed in that. So just noting down dreams in a dream journal is just going to help you out, and then you can meditate on it to see what it might mean to you personally, or you can even search about the meanings of certain symbols that you saw and see if any of them resonate. Okay, then we have Torch. Amazing. Spiritual development, enlightenment, awareness, and understanding. I can't believe how often that has been repeated in your reading. But yes, definitely standing out your 12th house journey. The eclipse is going to be quite important for each and every person. For you, that's in the 12th house. So yeah, I will be bringing up more eclipse videos for each zodiac. So, stay tuned and you can check how it's affecting you for the coming 6 months. Okay, then we have Dagger. Fear, worries, and tense situations. Yeah, that could be regarding the things that you're leaving behind. Does not have to be so intense as it is describing, honestly. It just basically says that you're leaving something behind. So even if it's an aspect of yourself, like let's say you promise that you're not going to work too hard. Okay, you're going to do as much as you're comfortable, and you're going to learn to relax, or you're going to establish more work-life balance, or you're going to something. Okay, there is some sort of new resolution that comes through from a place of understanding of yourself, right? So let's say you do that, the resolution is made, and you're no longer in the previous place because that previous place just does not hold any charm for you anymore, but you don't yet know how to function in this new reality yet. That does not have to mean that you go all 9 of swords and panic mode and anxiety, but it can be a questioning of, okay, how do I do this? Not really sure, how do I function here? Can I have some guidance, please? Right? That sort of vibe I'm getting with the Dagger. Then we have Younger Man. dealings or relationship with a younger man. It could be your sibling, it could be some younger man in your life, nephew, cousin. I'm just getting relatives from this card, but there could be some communication with them, or travel. Eight of Wands can also indicate travel, so some travel plans could be there. Okay, then we have Peacock. Beware of great pride. Oh yeah, sometimes it's sort of like with Sagittarians, they're so good at knowing so many different things, okay? And they are very aware. They have a big umbrella of knowledge that they have. They can see far and wide. They are the zodiac for future vision and great perspective, okay? Very, very admirable and highly philosophical as well. But sometimes they can be sort of like, I know what I'm talking about because this and this and this, and they know how to speak as well. They're very enchanting when you hear them, but sometimes for their own benefit, it is important to keep their mind open. Even though other people are not able to express as well as a Sagittarian would, they probably have some words or some content that is going to be resonant with them, right? So this could be warning you of that. And it's like, listen to the people, even if they're younger to you, even if this is something new. Keep your mind open, keep your eyes open, and ask the right questions, and you will get the answers that you're seeking. But ask the questions, be humble in your approach, and ask the questions. You will get the answers that you want. Then we have problems to be resolved, and we have Gong, an exciting event. Okay, so problems to be resolved again is resonating with me with the Eight of Cups, leaving behind emotional attachments. For some people, this might be someone you are really attached with and you're working through that. So of course, that's not a pleasant experience to let go of certain situations if you have been emotionally invested. But you know that this is the right choice. So you're moving on from old situations and you're establishing yourself in a much more healthy state of being. With the exciting event, Eight of Wands is literally excitement as well. It's fast moving energy, it is communication, it is travel, it is fun and joy and just wishes coming true as well. So there could be some excitement that is going on. It could be that refreshing energy that comes from within you, but it can also be about the new opportunities, about this younger man that you're dealing with, or just this newfound clarity that you find in this gratefulness that you're feeling throughout the month. That itself can make you feel very excited. What else? Traveling to an exciting event, somebody's birthday, perhaps, I don't know, I'm just guessing here, but some type of event happens here which is very fun for you. So that's awesome. Okay, let's see your astro dice. We have Saturn, Aries, and the 4th house. Okay, so self-inhibitions or inhibitions from home, inhibitions from authority figures at home, or just authority figures in general. Saturn also can represent ambition and determination. We did see that with the Amaryllis here, determination and creative achievement. So you're very persistent in your approach and you're very sincere with whatever you're initiating, which is why we have the follow through. You're seeking for something which calls your attention and brings you drive. Okay, Saturn, while it is slow and steady, always is creating forward movement through its loopy steps and also the steps that make sense to us. It is always trying to push us forward in our journey. So with Aries being that zodiac of identity and the self and the personality, and the Ace of Pentacles here, it makes me think that there is some type of tangible beginning that will come through from a new attitude. With the 4th house, again, home and family, this could literally be talking about going home or meeting family, talking to family, but also the 4th house talks about the private self and the thoughts that we have when no one's around. And these thoughts also we don't share with other people. So not really unless they are like super, super close, such that they feel like family, then that's different. But this is a very private self that is mostly sort of in commune with either the divine or our spirit. Okay, So there is a very sincere connection that you're trying to make, a very personal connection you're trying to establish here or revisit this month, where you find a sort of stability within yourself. Okay? Okay, we got 2. We have a flying bird and this corkscrew bottle opener type of thing. This is like a whole many tools in one. So this is again indicating how you're very savvy. This month you're very resourceful for sure. You're reliable. You're finding reliable skills as well. You know what to bank on. There is more clarity of what you can use and where, and when it is time to leave things behind, when it's time to persevere on things. You just have a very good idea, I feel, of boundaries, or you're learning that, and in that process you're kind of leaving things behind because that's not within the healthy boundary range, and in that process you're developing more skills in your toolkit. With the bird flying, you feel that liberation once more. There is freedom and freedom of expression as well, I feel, and you're just feeling very light and fresh beyond this point. Yes, okay. Sagittarius, what else do we get? We have Emperor, which can indicate a father figure or authority figure. We have R. We have 3 of Wands, also signifies communication, positive communication, affirmation coming through. And we have 9 of Swords as well. So yeah, for some people who are like very attached to something, then this is you realizing that you don't want that type of behavior anymore from other people or even from yourself. Like you don't want to treat yourself this way, and you're leaving behind anxiety and you're finding a lot more stability in yourself. This month is quite optimistic for you. As we go down the road, then there will be these shifts and changes, I feel, but I don't think this is a brand new thing here, because even the eclipse is a sort of chapter 2 from what has already begun in April and May. So this is kind of chapter 2, so you know what's going on there. If you're not sure, you can visit the eclipse videos and you can see what exactly has been going on for you, because yeah, that also took place in your 12th house and 6th house axis, so maybe check that out. But apart from that, also there is the Saturn and Uranus square being triggered, which has been going on since December 2021, on and off in the backdrop. It's always existing. So that could be coming back around. So none of these topics that we're talking about here is super brand new. The only things that are new here is the beginnings. Okay, we're shedding the old skins to make way for things that are more aligned with who we truly are. This R is reminding me of journey, first of all, because that corresponds with Rido in the rune card. But yeah, that could be journey, and also talking about the enlightenment. And the other thing I was getting, what was I getting? Realizations? No. I was getting some other word. I can't remember now. But that could be someone's initial as well, perhaps the younger man. Not necessary, but it can resonate. Also can relate to certain spaces which are super meaningful to you personally. So take it as it resonates. It's just additional confirmation. Okay, so let's get you some guidance for the month ahead. Stand tall and proud. See the leadership role unfolding ahead of you. Yep, with the Emperor energy here, you're taking charge of your life. You're not sitting back down and settling for things that are not resonant with you anymore. We have Blue Jay. The time is right to access and master your abilities. Do so with humility and control. Exactly, we mentioned all of this in the reading, so I'm not surprised. But it's nice to see more confirmation here. And we have let go of convention and follow your own unique path. Highly empowering. Because Saturn, is just wanting you to be yourself. And that's the hardest thing to do. Really, even though it sounds so simple, it's sometimes the hardest thing to do. So yeah, that's what there is more stripping back of distractions so that we can enjoy and appreciate what is truly ours. And the guidance here is as well encouraging you in that direction. So that's what I have for you, Sag. Thank you so much for being here. I really hope the reading resonated and also helps you out for the month ahead. Let me know your thoughts, and if you want a personal reading, you can reach me via Etsy. The link is in the description box and the comment below. I hope to see you some other time. Until then, take care. Bye.